What is up, everybody? This is Recap Rewind. I'm JLAG.
And I'm NB.
And we are recapping and reviewing Siesta Key Season 2 season finale. It's the season finale. It's episode 12, and it's called Cheers to the End of Summer.
The end of summer. And don't forget, guys, stick around for the ending because we are going to go through our recap roundups, our best moments, our best lines. So be sure to stick around for that.
And as always, to our continuing listeners and our brand new ones, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the episode, y'all.
Yeah, let's get into the finale. It's the final Siesta Key episode. You guys have been waiting for this podcast, and we're doing it. Let's get into it. It was really good. It was a good ending. I liked it.
I really liked it. I thought it was very, very satisfying the way they kind of closed everybody's storyline up. I don't know if it's coming back, to be honest. And I think that the way that everything closed off, I wouldn't be mad.
You're
right.
Know what
I mean?
You're right. And I think that because I feel like the cast has sort of moved on from this show.
Yeah.
Really. And some of them are living in LA and shit. So like I don't know if they would come back to film. They probably will if like MTV pays them. We don't know.
Right.
Jersey Shore had how many reunions? So you never know.
True story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get into it. So it starts right off where last episode ended with Chloe and Kara talking about what they found out, her evidence about the shit that Alex was doing, messaging his ex-girlfriend and the video of him making out with somebody else. And still Chloe's like, I don't know what to do. Like, should I tell her or should I not tell her? And Kara's like, yeah, you almost fucked up my entire relationship. So yes, you should tell her because you would never do that for me. So I just think that it was a very like staged moment because like of course Chloe would do this. She wouldn't just sit on this information.
Yeah.
But they're planning this party. So that's the big thing in this episode is this
Kara's
party that Kara's throwing.
Yeah.
So it cuts to Amanda and Juliet and they're getting ready for the party. They're talking about their bathing suits and getting all cute and pretty. And Juliet basically is like, yeah, but like I got a diamond necklace. And Amanda's like, yeah, but I'm glad that you guys are like not together. But she's like, but we're kind of together. So like, I don't know, man.
And they're saying that like Alex is not going to go to the party because he's at everyone. So like they're not expecting him to be there. So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. That's good.
So I was like, at least he's not going to fucking show up like in a fucking boat and like roll up to this party. Yeah. It's like inland.
But somebody does roll up in a new car.
In a new car. I seriously wish life was this easy. Like, honestly. Fucking Paul just rolls up in a brand new car, not just like an old shitbox car that he had before.
I was just cheesed at Grandma Bev. Like, I was really cheesed at her. I was like, girl, I thought you were like a legendary boss. Like, what happened to the grandma that I knew that I made a freaking music video for? Like, what happened to her? Granny B.
It's so true, Granny B.
Because Polly's like, yeah, my grandma bought me a new car. Like, might as well just like lease the next one. And Alex is like, like you're so like lucky, whatever. But I was like, I don't understand. Like, what did he do to even deserve this?
Exactly. He's like, I just like showed her like 3 videos of me working out and like she bought it. Yeah. I'm like, bro, like, first of all, she's going to watch the show and realize that you fucking tricked her. Yeah. And number 2, totally. Like, it's just so annoying to see him think that he can get away with these things. He's like, I got my trust fund back and it's lots of money. Yeah. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Honestly.
So he's basically there to Alex's to be like, yo, like Kara's having a party. Like, are you going to go? Like, and Alex is like, no, like, I'm not going. He's like, why am I going to go to see like all these people who are talking shit about me? He's like, I don't trust them. Like, they're all like losers. He's like, no, I'm not going to go, whatever. And then it cuts back to like, it's kind of like cutting back and forth.
Right.
And so like it cuts back to Juliet where she's like, but the diamond necklace that Alex got me. Like, oh my God.
It was so
And then it cuts
cute.
back to Alex being like, I got her a diamond necklace. It was so expensive. The poor girl needed a diamond. I'm like, really, guys? Who the fuck cares about this damn necklace?
I mean, clearly Juliet does.
Clearly she does.
She fucking didn't shut up about it.
But here's the thing, like on her Twitter, like she's so different. Like on her Twitter, and I know it's months later, but she's like, I could buy the diamond necklace with my own money. Like I didn't even need a diamond. I'm like, girl, you took that shit real quick, okay? Like don't act like you're out here like, you know?
Exactly. Don't act like you never wanted a diamond necklace because he got you a fucking diamond necklace.
Yeah.
But then, it cuts back to Alex, and Alex is like, yeah, I got her all this stuff. Like, I wanted her to have a necklace. And Paul's like, honestly, like, maybe you shouldn't be together. Like, maybe it's a good idea for you guys to just let it go.
Yeah, and I think what Alex is trying to say too, like, as long as those girls like are around Julia, like Chloe and Amanda, he's like, like fuck it, like she's never gonna forgive me because like they keep like whatever, like whispering in her ear,
right?
And Pauly says like probably the best line that he's ever. He's like about Chloe, he's like, she lies like a Persian rug, and I'm like, oh, that was so good.
He has some pretty good lines, but also like he's
like,
a fucking
I was
loser,
so shocked. Yeah. So yeah, and Alex just thinks like this is the part that really annoys me. Like he still thinks that he's gonna get back together with her when she goes back to school. Like this guy is in fucking denial. Like he's like, no, he's like, I'll get her back, whatever. It's not a big deal.
Fucking psychopath.
He's crazy.
Then it cuts to Brandon and Carson, who we haven't seen all fucking season. Yeah. Like he's drinking once again with Brandon. Like that's his only moment this entire season.
Before the Uber ride.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm getting lit. Like, what did you put in this drink? And he's like, drank. And so he shows up with Brandon.
And then it cuts to like Kelsey and Mads getting ready, and like that was really cute. So everyone's like slowly like arriving like to Kara's, which her decorations were on point. Like I just love the whole like look of this party. It was like so pretty.
I think they were making fun of the decorations earlier in the episode, but they were just like, they look kind of cheesy.
They were cheesy, but it's a freaking pool party. Like what are you gonna do? Like
who cares?
You know?
Yeah, it was cute. It was like blue themed.
Yeah.
Pauly shows up and he's like, I'm drunk already.
Like,
I'm an alcoholic.
Uber liquor. I'm like, really? You don't need anything like that. Here. Like you need to drive the Uber because you need a job.
He becomes Uber liquor. If he starts Uber liquor, I will clap for him forever. Amazing.
But how cute was Garrett and Kara? Like they were matching.
They were so fucking cute.
They're so cute.
Oh God, I love them together so much.
So the party starts. I'm like lit. I'm like, what a sick like way to end this season, whatever. Yeah. Brandon agrees, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna lurk it on Madison. Like this is my time. This is the season finale. Like I gotta do this like real quick.
Right now, the fucking cameras are turning off right now after this.
Yeah, and then it was so funny because like he lurks in on Madison, and it cuts to I think Kelsey with. Maybe it was Canvas.
Yeah, with Canvas. Yeah,
and she was like, "Get the dick, girl!" Like she doesn't say that, but she was like, they were basically like cheering on Madison for like talking to Brandon.
Yeah.
It was a cute moment though.
Yeah, it was funny.
And then we see Kara and Tawny talking, and I was
so
like,
random.
What? Yeah,
I was like, is Tawny still part of this crew? Like so random.
I didn't know Kara like talks to her. / like, why did Kara invite her?
Yeah, it was funny because I saw at the bottom it still says like Canvas's friend. Like she doesn't even have,
she doesn't have her own title.
She doesn't even have like her own like version. It's just
That's
like
hilarious.
Canvas's friend. There's that.
And then it cuts to like the kitchen, which this was like a really really cute moment. Brandon and Kelsey and they kind of just come in to like eat whatever and snack, and Kelsey's like, yo, what's going on with you and Mads? Like, you know, like I saw you lurking in on her before,
right? And
like, you know, just don't fuck this up if you're gonna do this. And he was like, well, what do you mean? He's like, you know, we just got out of relationships. Like, I don't think like we're ready for this. But he's like, obviously, like, I like her. He says it, right? He's like, I like her. I'm into her, whatever. And Kelsey's like, she's been burned twice, and one of them was by you.
Like this is the last. Yeah.
Like, just be careful with whatever you do, like with her, and like if you actually want to pursue her, like take it seriously. Exactly. And I love this moment. I think it really like shows Kelsey and like how much she cares about Madison and like how amazing their friendship is. It was a really like real moment, I felt like.
For sure. Girl, got your back. So but Mads is like all about Brandon in this party. Like she's like, ooh, I love your shirt. Like you looking fine. So like she is flirting with him like high key.
For sure. Yeah.
And I'm like, damn girl, like tone it down and like adjust a touch. Like girl, relax. Like
also,
5 seconds.
Also, can I just say that like Amanda's boyfriend's like pretty sexy? Because at first I was like,
was he?
You're probably gonna miss him, but like at first I saw him and I'm like, ooh, who is that? And then it later showed him again with like her on his lap, and I'm like, oh wow, that's him. I'm like, he's pretty hot.
Oh, interesting.
He has like blonde kind of curly hair. He was like in the pool like doing something, but like yeah, he looked pretty hot.
Ooh.
Anyway, sorry, side note.
I was like, ooh, I would have looked that episode again.
Yeah, and like it was just so cute to see everyone like vibing because it did really feel like a good party. Like Amanda and Chloe were like drinking and laughing together, and like it was just, you know. And Chloe was like, I'm going to be a real estate agent soon. Like, my life's about to get real. And, like, it was just a cute... it just felt like a real friends party.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure. So then it cuts to Chloe and Amanda, and they're just talking about Alex and how he shouldn't be around. And
if Juliet's gonna take him back, basically, right? Like,
exactly.
That's, I think, the biggest question between the two friends, like Chloe and Amanda. They're like, how can this girl take him back, like, after everything? Like,
right
now you have actual physical proof,
right?
So like, this has to be the last straw. Exactly.
And Amanda's like, yeah, we need to like fucking tell Juliet at this point about this information because we can't just sit on this.
Yeah. And so Chloe, I think in this moment tells Amanda, like, I have, because Amanda didn't know at first that she had physical proof. So Chloe was like, I have physical proof, but maybe I shouldn't tell her. And Amanda's like, no, bitch. She's like, you gotta tell her, like, right now.
She's like, come with me.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So then she does show her, right?
Yeah, she does show her, and Chloe's still like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, should I still tell her or whatever? I'm like, first, girl, stop fucking faking it. You know you want to do it.
Honestly.
Even Amanda's like, when have you ever been afraid of drama? Like, obviously you don't care. Like just get into it.
Don't get scared now. The season fucking finale. Yeah, real proof.
So then it cuts to Kelsey and Garrett.
Yes.
And Kelsey's like looking all cute or whatever, and she mentions that there's like her mom's sick, right?
Oh my god, this was so sad. Yeah.
And that they might have.
And first she does thank him. Like, she was being really, really polite, and like it was a very like friend conversation. She was like, thanks for inviting me. Like, you didn't have to, like, you and Kara. He's like, no worries. And then it kind of like goes into like the fam talk, which it was a very like, you know, two people that were together at one point, but like maybe are friends now. And she basically says that like her mom has a lump in her throat and like it might be cancerous, and like oh my god, it was so sad. And like she kind of started to cry, and it was just really heartbreaking. And then to see like Kara looking over and being like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, girl, this is really weird. And like it just felt really like really weird.
In what way? What do you mean?
Like, it was just really sad, and this girl's like about to cry and her mom's sick, and all Kara can say is like, what the fuck's happening over there?
Well, I guess she didn't know the context of all of it either, right? She just sees like her boyfriend with his ex-girlfriend.
Did you believe that story? Like, did you believe that she was actually jealous?
I mean, considering what happens later at the beach, yes, I do.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like she gets really fucking pissed.
And like, guys, the way she was talking about Kelsey was like really bad. Like,
it was really fucking was saying, tight.
I did not even hear Juliet say things like this. Like, Kara was like, what the fuck is up with her fake ass diamond earrings that she's twirling around in her fingers? The fuck, she thinks she's wearing real diamonds? I'm like, oh my god.
Fucking Kara went in so hard. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, she was pissed. So anyway, we'll get to that. I guess we'll get to that now.
And then, like, and then everyone starts talking shit. Like, Chloe's like, she just got her lips done. Did you know?
Oh my god!
Yeah, what a dumb bitch. Like, what? I was like, guys, this is like really mean. Like,
everybody's so fucking mean. Yeah. So that moment happens, but later on, like, Kara and Garrett go talk. But first it goes back to the party, and Madison and Jared have a really quick conversation.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm getting better thanks to you. Like, you know, I wanted to get myself out there. And he joined this like veterans like kind of council group, which was really cute. And you see it at the end of the season, and I was like, what?
It was actually
really amazing to see. Yeah. So they have a really quick catch-up
commercial.
Cuts the commercial.
Comes back, and there's Kara sitting on the beach alone with like the wind blowing her hair. I'm like, could you get any more Debbie Downer? Like,
I'm like, get back to your party, girl. Like, fuck.
And like Garrett comes, and he looks so freaking cute. And he even says, he's like, what are you doing here? Like, you're such a weirdo. Like, your party's happening. You're like on the beach alone.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? You know what's funny? She's like, was when I watched you flirt with Kelsey. Yeah.
And she's like, how about that, bitch?
Stop.
Like, fucking loses
like,
it.
I've loved Kara the entire season. I think she was like the sickest person ever. And I lost all respect for her in this moment. Like, you know what's funny? No, it's not funny. Like, the guy was just talking to the girl.
I was dead though. She was like, she was like level 1 million petty, and I was living for it.
And it gets worse. Garrett's like, I was flirting. He's like, really? I was flirting. She's like, are you dumb? She's like, you're really dumb, right?
She's like, are you fucking stupid? You don't even know what you do? Like, she's like, she went in on him so hard. She's like, are you fucking dumb? She's like, you talking to that stupid, like SpongeBob SquarePants? Like, she fucking roasted her.
We gotta get to that line. Hold on. She's like, are you dumb? She's like, you think I'm not stupid? She's like, you were doing your little cutesy thing there with your, like, you know, that you do. He's like,
your lips.
What? He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, she's like, yeah, that cute thing that you do when you're flirting. He's like, this is insane. Like, who the fuck is this girl? She's like, it's embarrassing. You're embarrassing me, like, talking to your like, very, she's saying things that are very, it shows who she is, like, that she's a very, like, you know,
she got insecure. She got insecure.
Snobby. Yeah, and she's very snobby. Like, the way she was speaking was very, like, degrading towards Kelsey and, like, putting her down. Like, okay, she's wearing fake like diamond earrings. Like, we all can't, like, afford, like, real diamonds. You know what I mean? Like, it was just very coming from that place of, like, this rich girl.
Right.
She says, that girl's so fucking trashy, it's embarrassing for you to even talk to her. Like these were like, I'm not done yet. I'm embarrassed that my name has even come out of that girl's mouth. Like, and then Garrett's like, probably like, who is this girl? Like, I don't even know this girl anymore. Like, she's psycho. He calls her Kelsey by accident.
By accident.
It was like a quick slip. He's like, come on, Kara. And she's like, did you just call me Kelsey? He's like, no.
She's like, no, yeah, you fucking did. She's like, you fucking did.
She goes, yeah, you did. It cuts the commercial. It comes back. She's like, you're so stupid, like, whatever. And then she goes and she goes, that fucking girl. And she's like, SpongeBob SquarePants, ugly ass bitch with her fake ass lip injections. I'm like, what is this? The roast of Kelsey? This is insane. Like, she ripped Kelsey another asshole. Like, I was like so blown away. I was like, where is this anger coming from, Kara?
Oh my god, so fucking funny.
And
I was
Garrett's like,
laughter.
just calm. Garrett's like, you have nothing to worry about. He's like, I care about you so much. Like, what's going on? And then at
the very end, she's like, I love you, though.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to miss you so much when I go to Italy. And he's like, it's okay. I love you. And like, I was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Like, I feel like I was personally attacked. Like, I feel like I got attacked in that moment. Like, the way she came for Kelsey, like, what did SpongeBob SquarePants even mean? What does that even mean?
It's just, I was dying of laughter, man. It was so funny.
Is it because Kelsey has really skinny legs and she's really like tall?
Maybe.
So her legs are like really wiry and thin. Like, I didn't understand the reference.
I didn't get it either. Oh man. But yeah, so like, but that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, she like lashed out on him so hard. Yeah, but it all comes from a place where she's just sad that he's leaving and like they're sad that they're gonna be.
Also like, you insulted her.
I get
like,
it.
Really bad. Like,
it was an ugly
really
moment.
mean.
It was 100% an ugly moment for Kara. Like, I don't know if she ended up apologizing and saying like she got crazy for a hot second.
I hope she apologized.
Like, girl, like that was some harsh ass shit that you went and said. But like, listen, I know where it came from because at the end of the day, she just like wants Garrett to be.
And like Garrett just was so effing cute. Like, he's just so cute. Yeah.
And so they hug it out. She's like, I love you. And they're adorable together. And he's like, I'm going to miss you. It was cute. It was a cute little like close for them.
It ended really well considering the way it started.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah? You think you're funny?
Are you fucking stupid? Oh, man. I can't. I'm going to cry.
I was dead. I was so dead.
Then it randomly cuts to the party again. And Canvas and Tawny are talking. They're like, we're here at the party. We're still part of the cast.
Like PSLs, like everywhere.
And Brandon, so the big moment, I guess, that we need to talk about is Brandon takes Madison to like a secret spot in the house to like talk.
It wasn't a secret. It was like the top of Kara's like mansion. He's like, he's like the highest point in the house. She's like, yeah, exactly. Like, at this point, like, anything is making Madison excited. Like, she doesn't even care what she's like everything. Saying.
She's like, stand. Like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, so like, you know, like our relationship. And then like it cuts to like everything that he's like done to her basically in the past like 2 seasons.
It's like, remember that one time that I cheated on you and then I cheated on you twice and then I cheated on you 3 times?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
those
it cut to that shot of that girl leaving, and I was like, oh my God, I remember that shot. Like, I fucking hated it. It was really bad.
Ugh,
She was like, bye, Brandon. Ugh, it was so sleazy. And Juliet, she says a really good line. She's like, if those two want a future, they'll have to get over the past. And I was
okay,
like,
thanks, Juliet.
I was like, that's true.
But so yeah, Brandon's still pushing this whole idea. Like, yeah, we're like, you know, we both just got out of relationships. I know that's fresh for you. It's fresh for me. I barely remember my girlfriend's name, but like,
I thought he was gonna say like, you know what, we're still fresh. Like, let's just see how it goes. Like, maybe this is not meant to be right now. No, he was like, you know, like we're still dealing with things. So do you want to get back together? I was like, whoa.
And Madison, and then for a moment, Madison is like, I can't unforget what you did to me. And I was like, yes, bitch, work. Like, yes.
She's moving to LA.
And then she's like, but I
she's
still
like, those
like
feelings are still there. She's like, okay, she'll take you back. And he's like, okay, sick. I'm like, what?
I'm like,
what just happened?
Like, girl.
Yeah.
So my thoughts on this is like, why did you do that? Like, I'm not happy about this whole situation.
I know.
But
I trust Madison, and I trust that she will make the right decision. And look, they have chemistry. She feels that when she's with him, so like I can't like hate on her for that.
Right.
You know, it's hard to feel that chemistry with a lot of people. So like if she's feeling it, she's vibing, like they're having fun, like fine, do your thing.
Right.
I don't think she sees him as like the end all be all guy for her. So like that's good. Maybe I don't know that, but.
Yeah, I mean, right now we know that she's like living her best life in LA, and I haven't seen one image or video of them together. So like, who knows what's going on in their relationship right now? But Madison, if you're listening, give us a little bit of like a little bit of teaser. Let us know what's going on in your life. But honestly, like, girl, she's a grown adult. Like, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. Like, at the end of the day, like, if she does have that chemistry with him that we can't really understand, then I can't like judge her on it. So but I can judge him, and I don't like him. So
another guy that we don't like, Alex, and it kind of cuts to Alex's scene like throughout the party, I think, or whatever. Right. But he's on the boat with his parents, and they're just like cruising as rich people like do in Florida, I guess. And his dad's like, what's going on with like thing? Like, why didn't you go to the party? He's like, I wasn't invited. Like, I don't like those people. They're talking shit about me. And he's like, I'm gonna win Juliet back. And like, his mom really wasn't like. His mom does acknowledge. She's like, you did fuck up. Like, like you did mess up. She's hurt. Whatever. And his dad's like, as long as like you learned your lesson, like, you know, and you're acknowledging that. And he's like, that's all you can really do. And Alex is like, yeah, I definitely learned my lesson. He's like, but all these like older people are telling me to like, you know, live my life and like do what I want to do. And so he's like, I don't know. Like, I didn't understand the conversation, and I didn't understand like what kind of advice his parents were fucking giving him. Like, are you guys telling him to like shape up and not hurt this girl's feelings, or like get back together and just do whatever he wants?
Well, I think on one side, the mom is basically being like, be respectful to the women that you're with. But on the other side, the dad is like, yeah, live your best life. You're fucking 23 years old.
And then
like,
the mom
says
deal? At the end, she's like, don't worry, honey. Like, we always have your back. Like, you know, we're always here for you. I was like, okay, so like, are you mad at him though?
Yeah. like do you support his decision or not? Yeah. Like, fuck. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, anyways, clearly that's why he like treats women the way that he treats women, because like he's basically like, shut up, mom. Like, whatever.
Probably, yeah.
So then it cuts back to his cousin at the party, fucking Polly, like the dumbass that he is. He just starts shit up. Like, he starts talking about Alex. He's like, y'all are all shady bitches.
It was funny because poor Jared, and I have to say this because this was really funny, because Jared was like, yo, like, where's Alex? And then Polly gets into it. He's like, yo, Alex didn't come. Like, everyone's like shit about him. Like, da-da-da-da. So then, like, everyone starts getting involved in the conversation, and they're like, yeah, Alex, like, well, Alex had done fucked up. And Jared's like, holy fuck. Like, I just asked a question. Like, you guys are ruining my buzz right now. Like,
he literally leaves.
Poor guy just leaves. He's like, I can't even handle this.
He's like, I'm fucking so sober from this conversation. You guys are so fucking loud.
I feel like Jared was like all of us, like all season basically. Like, just so over this.
Like, I don't want to do this.
It just keeps snowballing. Like, Polly and like Chloe start fighting, and Polly's calling her names, and she's calling him names, and they're fighting over Alex and like loyalty or whatever. But you know, I think at this point, is Juliet sitting with them at this point?
No, she comes in at the very end, like almost at the very end. She's like, what you guys talking about?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, we're fucking talking about you.
We're talking about you, obviously. And Chloe's like, I have physical proof. Like, Alex did this again, whatever. And I think then like, whatever, like it cuts to like what them telling her or like showing her the proof.
Well, right before that, I think they kick Polly out of the party because he gets really belligerent.
He gets really pissed.
Yeah, he like starts yelling at Chloe. He calls her like this fucking loser, and then she like throws a drink in his face, and she's like, "Get the fuck out of here! You're out of here! Get out of here!" And then Amanda's like, "You have to leave." So that whole thing happens. And then they're like, we need to tell you something to Juliet. So Juliet, like, they bring her inside, and it's Juliet, Amanda, and Chloe. And they show her the video, I think. Right?
They show her the text. Like, so there's two pieces of evidence. They show her the text. She's like, okay. She's like not saying anything.
Guys,
like,
I know that we like shouldn't be making fun of her, this girl's laugh, but like,
no.
or her crying, but like she fucking makes me laugh so hard because she's like,
so yeah, Chloe shows her the message, and then she's like, great. Like, she's on the verge of tears. She's on the verge of tears, and she sounded really drunk too. So like, I'm sure like it's all mixed in together.
Yeah.
So then Chloe shows the video, and then Juliet's like, "That's awesome. That's great." Like, you could hear her soul like basically like breaking inside of her body, like, and like, I don't know. It's just, in the end, she doesn't really. I don't know. She doesn't really do anything.
Because that's the thing. Like, in this moment, she does say, she's like, I don't care anymore. She's my best friend. I don't. You guys don't understand. I don't have any other friends.
And it's crazy because even Chloe says, she goes, you're giving him your body and your time. And Juliet's like, I don't care. When she said that, I was like, wow. She really doesn't give a shit. Like, she really
doesn't care.
I understand her point too, and she makes a really good point. She's like, Alex is my family. Like, I don't have a lot of family here.
Right.
Like, he is my family, and I totally understand that, and I already knew that. Like, just seeing her with him, and like, she loves his whole family, his life. She's so integrated in that part of his world that like, I know that's why it's hurting her the most. It's like she has to give up all of that too, and that makes it so much harder.
But that's
like,
a problem.
I feel for
like
her too.
All abusive relationships start when like one of the parties realizes that the other one is dependent on filling that void. Yeah. And that's what he's kind of preyed on in his relationship with her. He basically makes her feel like she's nothing without him, and that's exactly what she's been doing with him.
Yeah.
So it's fucked up.
Yeah, and then it was a really cute moment. It cuts back to like Juliet and her mom, and they go out.
Fabienne.
And I was really happy that they did this and they showed this scene. And Juliet looks like shit. Like, she just looks so exhausted, and she's like, I feel like I'm in a nightmare that I can't even wake up from. Like, it's just looks so sad. Beat up, and it's so sad to see this. And she says like in her voiceover, she's like, I know I have to see like Alex before I dip for school, but like I just can't even like think about that right now. And she starts to cry, whatever, with like with her mom, and she's like, I really want the best for him. I'll never know the truth with him. He's so convincing that I do believe him, but I don't.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, you like, it's just such a mind fuck too.
And like, her mom was so fucking cute.
Her mom was so cute. She's like,
God bless her
like
soul.
What she said, I wrote it down, and she's like, you're using all your energy. You don't sleep. You chew your nails. Is that how you want to live? Like, it's so true. Like, you're letting this take a toll on your entire existence. Like, why? Like,
for
why?
what? Like, for what? Is it worth it? All this stress and like all this sadness and concern?
And she says, don't let it distract you from your goals and who you are. I'm like, Mom, come through.
Very like a Lion Queen moment.
It was very Lion King. Yeah.
Remember who you are.
Yeah, remember who you are. Oh, that's so cute.
And so Juliet, I think like she still is hoping.
She was still sad, and she was still like, eh. And like it cuts to like Fabienne with like a glass of champagne, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, what?
She's like, cheers.
Why is she drinking champagne? She's like, cheers to your tears, girl.
She's that classy bitch. Seriously. So Juliet's just like, I think I'm like made my decision, but I'm not gonna do it until the end of the season finale. So we gotta wait a little longer. So then it cuts to Kara and Garrett. And Kara's like ready to leave, and I think he drops her off at the airport, right?
Yeah, they say bye at the airport. Like, it was so effing cute, and like basically they're like, we're gonna make this work. Like, we'll see each other when I'm back from Italy and like my rich trip, and like like we're gonna be like together. And it was just so effing cute. Like,
they're so fucking cute.
To see where they started off at the beginning of the season to like a fake storyline to like now them actually being together and like actually saying like they love each other. Like, it's actually so cute.
So fucking adorable. And she basically is like, are you gonna miss me? Like, what are you gonna miss about me the most? Like, she asks
Aww.
him, and he's like, I'm gonna miss like you and your face and like kissing you and
kissing you. It was such a guy answer. Like,
such a guy answer.
Like, you're waiting for him to say like everything, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm just like kissing you.
Yeah. So anyway, so that
so
moment
cute.
happens. Adorable moment. Cuts to one of like the saddest moments of the entire season.
Yeah.
Juliet is about to leave. She literally packs her last box into her car. She's about to go back to school. And of course, Alex is like, skirt! Like, he's like, I need to, he's like, he's like, I got to roll up one last time to fuck up your life.
Seriously.
Yeah. So he shows up with his like fancy pantsy car, and he's like, I'm sorry for like fucking up your summer
basically. Yeah. I fucked it all up. He's like, give me another chance. Like, I'll never do this again. Like, and she goes, I don't trust you. It really hurt me, and I don't need to continue on with my life. Try to let go of this anger that I have. She's like, she understands where she is like mentally and emotionally, but like, it just makes it harder too when he's like physically there in front of you.
He's right there. Yeah. She like just wanted to leave without seeing him again, and it was, like, really
and she's
hard.
like, and I think it's better because she is leaving, and she's like, it's good that like I'm not gonna like, we shouldn't see each other for a long time, and she was like, I'm really sad, obviously, and he was like, well, this is your fault. Like, he didn't say this is your fault. He's like, this is
this is what you wanted.
This is what you wanted. And I fucking hate that. Like,
rude.
How manipulative is that? Like, this is not what she wanted. You effing cheated on her, dude. Like, are you crazy? And that's I'm so happy she said it. Like, I'm so happy she said that.
She clapped back and she was like, we're breaking up because of what you did and how you brought that distress into our relationship. So stop saying this is what I wanted, because I didn't want any of this. I wanted to be with you, but you can't like fucking be honest with me.
Yeah, I loved it. I was like, thank you. Like, she was so strong in that moment.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know what to say. He didn't like,
he
he
was
couldn't
like
even say anything. Like, he's like, well, you know what? Like, I think we're going to regret this in a few years. So like, go fucking regret it. Like, you loser. Like, go.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. And then she's
like that was the best.
He's like, enjoy school. And then she's like, and enjoy your like whatever you do with
you're
your
doing.
life.
Yeah. It was so good.
And then
she kind of just drives away, and I was like, yes.
And then I was like, standing at the back page before you
open up and dirty wind. Oh my god, it was such a Hills moment. I was like, I was just like, where's the aerial shot? Like, yeah, totally
seriously.
Hills. But then they had like one more like final montage, like before the ending, and I loved it.
I loved it.
And they basically show like everyone sort of like wrap up, and like Kara and Garrett at the airport saying goodbye.
Right.
Jared like goes to like his cute little like I mean, I shouldn't say cute, but like PTSD like class, and like he's like shaking hands with everyone.
The veterans.
It was like slow motion, and Canvas is like Skyping her mom.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. Like, I guess the mom left already.
Like, she looked back in the very end.
Yeah. Polly's like getting shit faced in slow motion.
Loser.
I'm like, what a loser.
Bye. He's such a loser.
Yeah, he's such a loser.
And then Kelsey's like cooking with her mom, which was really cute.
That was really cute. Yeah.
Chloe's like selling fucking houses now. She's like, sold.
Yeah.
She's like, I won.
Yeah.
And then it shows Madison and Brandon, and I think they're like in an internal like hug with each other. I'm just like,
yeah.
I just feel like they're good friends. Honestly, I don't even see any chemistry between them, but whatever.
And then it shows like Alex like for the final kind of second final shot, but it shows him in his pool like, and he's just like lounging in the water, and like the sunset's like, it was a really really nice shot. Like it was a really cool
finale shot. Yeah. And I think even at the like on his like floaty, it says like boy toy or something like that.
Oh, I didn't notice
like,
that. That's
symbolism.
Cool.
I was like, wow, MTV, you're so smart.
And like he just looks bored. Like he looks bored with his own life. So
yeah.
And then it cuts to the final shot with like Juliet, and she's like, ha! She's like laughing in her car.
I win.
Yeah, it was really cute. It was really, really like positive and like empowering for like females. So of course, it was.
I loved it. I thought it was a great season finale.
Yeah.
I'm kind of low key sad that it's gone, but at the same time, I'm like, go live your best lives, everybody. Like, be good people.
Yes.
Proud of most of you. Not so proud of a lot of you, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's get into our recap roundups.
Best moment.
What was your best moment, girl?
My best moment I think has to go to Juliet's goodbye. It really felt like it was a solid goodbye. I don't think they're together right now, so I feel like almost this might have been like their final
like the real
time together. And I just think it's gonna work because I think, now that she's back at school and she's not seeing him every day, like that's the best way to get over someone. Like he's not in front of you, you're not hanging out all the time, out of sight, out of mind. So I think that was like, and she served him up some realness in that scene, so I really respected her for it.
I loved my best moment is gonna go to Juliet talking to her mama Fabienne, just because I thought that it was like a really cute. I love the moments mostly with the parents and the kids, because the parents usually have such good words for their kids. And to see that the mom was really, really supportive of Juliet, you really see another side of Juliet, this vulnerable child. And I thought it was a really cute moment to see at the very end of the season, because I think it helps Juliet get to that mental state where she's like, you know what, you're right. Like, I need to stop this because I'm not happy. Yeah.
WTF moment.
What's your WTF moment?
My WTF moment is Kara getting jealous and calling Kelsey a bunch of really bad names. that was like, whoa, that was like really shocking. I was like not expecting that.
It was a lot. Yeah. My WTF moment, and this is the last time I'm gonna say it, guys, but Brandon and Madison getting back together. Mostly because I was a little surprised that they got back to this moment in the first place. Like, the last couple episodes, you kind of see these inklings of their chemistry together, but I really didn't think it was going to end up the way that it ended up, like, especially in comparison to last season where she was like, we're not going to make this work. Like a whole year and a bit later, she decides to make it, to try it again. And like, obviously I wish you the best, Madison. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
MVP. My MVP is Juliet. I think she had a great ending to this really like fucked up season, and I respected her for what she said to Alex at the end.
For real.
She's my MVP.
Agreed. She was also going to be my MVP, but I'm going to give it to my other sister, Chloe, who is now selling houses in Florida. So go find her because she's like killing it. I think she had a great storyline this season. I think that she had a good like curve, and now she's like normal. At least that's how they ended off her story.
I feel like she used her gossip powers for good in the end.
Yeah. That's how proud of her. Very proud of her.
LVP.
What was your LVP?
My LVP is gonna go to Polly and Alex, and I'm sure yours is exactly the same. I honestly feel like everyone in the cast really changed. Like Jared had an amazing storyline. Candace had an amazing storyline. Like everyone had a really cool, character arc. Kind of even Brandon. Like Brandon, as much as we hate on him, like he did end off in a really good way with Madison.
It is true.
Polly and Alex, like losers on losers. Like I can't.
Losers on losers. Not gonna change.
The best line.
What was your best line?
My best line.
This is probably like so
I had to, but my first one is Juliet. It's not just that I don't want to think about the text or the video or the girls in his bed. It's that I don't want to hear his lies. And it's just like no matter what he says to her, she knows that he's lying. And for her to say that was a big line, and I loved it. And not to end off this way, but Kara with the savagery. SpongeBob SquarePants ugly ass bitch with her fake lip injections.
Like, how do you even come up with that shit, man?
Like I don't even know. Like, honestly, guys, when I wrote it down, I was like, but why SpongeBob SquarePants? Like, I literally like stared at my computer screen and I was like, but why? I don't get it. What about you?
My best line is gonna go to Amanda and Julia in the very beginning of the episode. Amanda says, I just hate that he acts like buying you a diamond necklace is gonna fix everything. Ugh. And Juliet's like, oh my god, but wasn't it gorgeous? I was like, girl, bye. Yeah. I fucking can't with you. So that is our recaps. We had a few that came through.
We did.
we got one of our rewinders, Colleen, coming through in our DMs, and she gave us all of her tea on what she thought about the episode. Her MVPs go to all the ladies staying positive with Juliet about not understanding her and Alex's relationship, but still being her friend, even though Juliet looked beyond broken and crushed. Also, Juliet's mom during dinner, laying down all the facts. LVPs, she says, first off, anything that has to do with Madison and Brandon getting back together, nope, thumbs down emoji. If they want to be bed buddies, that's one thing, but relationship again, no. Also, Alex's parents on the boat trying to make him look like he's not ratchet trash that is mentally and emotionally abusive towards Juliet and people in general. It's so true. Her WTF moment was Garrett almost calling Kara Kelsey. That's so true.
I love that.
And Kara's shredding of Kelsey about the lips and SpongeBob. So very much like what you said. And also Grandma Bev putting like fucking Polly, like giving him a brand new car, and getting her back on the trust fund.
Yeah.
Her best line is Juliet telling Alex to stop saying I wanted this breakup, I wanted our relationship, and all you did was hurt me. Worst line is basically everything that Polly said. That's a good one. We should do that now. Worst line.
Worst line.
And Alex saying Juliet will come back no matter what after she stays away from Amanda and Chloe. Oh man.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was a good finale though, for sure.
Thanks so much for listening, guys. I hope that we entertained you throughout it. We really enjoyed doing it this second time around. I think it's just fun to kind of make fun of people who are on
a reality show. Yeah, and if you guys haven't already, like, we did interview Madison from the show, and that interview is up on iTunes, Spotify, and our YouTube channel. So if you guys are done with the episodes, like, check that interview out. It was a really fun interview to do with her. She's amazing. Yeah. She's really cool.
We miss you, girl.
So so check that out. And like, if you guys are watching any other shows like Riverdale, Sabrina, Game of Thrones, we got you. Like, we're here for you guys. So check us out. Check our YouTube page. All of our videos.
And I don't know. There. I heard there's possibly another reality TV show that we know very, very well, maybe coming back for a reboot.
Wait, is JLAG gonna entertain my Hills hopes and
I
dreams?
don't know. You guys, let us know what you guys think about us trying to do the Hills reboot recap. If you guys would be interested in something like that.
Yeah, let us
because
know in the
we will jump
below.
on it. We have a little bit of history with that show, so just saying. I'm going to take this time to thank our patrons of the episode. Thank you to our Rewinder squad, Kate, and our Lit Rewinders, Tina Ann, Sarge, and Serena, and our Mommy Rewinders, Tamala and Taya.
And if you would like to join our Patreon family, check us out at patreon.com/recap_rewind. If you join, you'll get access to all things Recap Rewind exclusive content, and updates.
And also make sure you guys are checking us out on all the socials: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, and Facebook. Make sure you guys are staying connected. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel to keep in touch with us. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.